Dear students, hope you are all well. So, students, in the last class, we learnt about there is a great variety in the foodstuffs we use to prepare different dishes. Our diet includes many different food items in the right quantities, and our food related needs are met if our body get all the food constituents. Our diet should contain all different kinds of foodstuffs. Then always remember junk food is harmful for our body. Okay? Let's move further with the chapter. Our body needs different constituents of food, isn't it? So while preparing food items, some of the constituent in the foodstuffs can get destroyed. So we have to follow and take some precautions to avoid that. Here we will go through some of the methods that helps us to preserve the nourishment in the food items. Okay, see this. Now we are cooking, right? Now too much water is added to this. Can you see in the picture? Yes. So what happens is that the nutrients which are present in the vegetables evaporate along with the water. We should not add much water when we are boiling something or when we are cooking something. For example, look at this picture. The vegetables are getting cooked. So you should not put much water. So what we have to do is, so we have to use a less water while cooking the vegetables. Okay, we have to use less water to cook the vegetables so that the nutrients do not get destroyed. Let's move forward. One more method to preserve the nutrients in food ingredients is pressure cooker. Okay, otherwise we can cook the vegetables by using a lid or cover the utensils. Okay, this is another way of cooking food. Let's move forward. Next is, students, there is one more method to preserve the nourishment of our food ingredients. You can see here a picture of mung. Okay, right now we have to soak them for 5 to 6 hours in water. Then you have to take them out and you have to cover it in a cotton cloth. Okay, and you have to keep it for 5 to 6 hours. Then what we'll be able to see, look at the second picture, then we can see sprouts. These sprouted pulses are rich in nutrients. They give us the constituents which helps our body to grow, and it also helps to prepare the wear and tear of our body. Now, if we keep these sprouted pulses for a longer time, okay, the second picture, if you keep these sprouted pulses for a longer time without cooking, what happened? Sprouts grow longer. Okay, can you see? It's grown more, it's grown longer and the nutrition value decreases. So we should not allow the sprouts to grow more longer. Okay, because the nutrition value decreases and also the taste differs. That means which taste you need, you do not get that taste. Okay, so we have to sprout the pulses before using them, and we have to use them while the sprouts are small. Okay, we should not wait for them to grow longer, as you can see in the third picture. Okay, you should, when the sprouts are small in size, that time only we should eat it or cook it and eat it. Let's move forward. The next is these cereals or grains. Now you can see here different types of grains here. We make what with this? We make flour. Okay, we make flour with this. You grind them so you get flour. We make flour from these grain, right? After that we make what? We make chapatis, right? Here you use whole grain flour without sifting. What is sifting? This is called sifting, where you strain it. Yes, while doing this process, we take out the fiber content. So, before making chapatis, we should not sift the flour. Why? Because we take out the fiber content of this flour, and fiber is necessary for our body, so we should use it directly. We should not strain it. Okay, so fiber is necessary for our body. Okay, so don't sift directly. You can use the flour to make chapati, so you don't need to strain it. You can use the flour directly. Okay, let's move forward. Another method is, you can see here, apples, grapes, chickus, guavas, and fig. Like so many fruits you can eat with the skin. Now all these fruits you can eat or consume it with the skin, right? Do you remove skin of these fruits? No, you have to consume it like that only. Okay, with this, isn't it? Because the skin of these fruits contains the nutritious materials, so you should not remove the skin of these fruits. You should eat it directly, the nutritious materials. So try to eat them along with the skin. Okay, let's move forward. Another method is, now here we can see pieces of carrots, onions, spring onions, beetroots, corns, broccoli, cucumbers, cabbage, ginger, and garlic. Okay, isn't it? Besides, vegetables like these should be eaten raw in the form of salads. Now see, carrots, onions, cucumbers. We eat it in our salad, so we should eat it with the skins. Cooking of these types of vegetables destroy the nutrients. So what we should do, we should eat such kind of vegetables raw. Cooking them destroys the nutrients. So it should be eaten raw in the form of salads. Cooking of these types of vegetable destroy the nutrients present in them. So we have to try to eat them raw. Okay, our body get vitamins and minerals from all these vegetables. Okay, and especially ginger and garlic, they help to keep our body healthy and also help to increase the immunity of our body. Okay, so now ginger and garlic, we can't eat them raw, but you can add it while cooking. Okay, let's move forward. Students, you can see here usul. So we add here, what all things we will see that. So we add here onions. So we add your onions and coriander leaves, potatoes, etc. to increase the nourishment level. Now, what are all these coriander, potatoes? These are all the ingredients. Now, I told you as before, you don't, when you cook food, you do not use one ingredient. You use variation. That means you use different vegetables also in one dish. To why? To increase the nourishment level of this dish. Students, here here we have to mix 2 or 3 foodstuffs in a dish to preserve the nourishment and increase the nutrients, so that we will get more nutrients. Here also we can see the curry. Okay, we have added here drumsticks, potatoes, pumpkins. So with all these vegetables, we can get the different nourishment and the nutrients from these foodstuffs. Let's move forward. Next is, do you know? Now, some people believe that costly foods are more nourishing than inexpensive foods, but that is not always true, isn't it? All expensive foods are not more nourishing. Similarly, all cheaper foods are not less nourishing. Students, here we will take an example of apples and bananas. Apples are costlier than bananas, as you all know. right? When you go to buy fruits in the market, which fruit is more costlier from these two? Apples, right? So apples are costlier than bananas, but banana also nourishes our body, right? You get the required nutrients from bananas also. So it is not said that you always have to buy expensive fruits. Okay, you can buy the cheaper fruits also, because from those fruits also you get the nourishment and the nutrients required for your body. Let's move forward. Now, students, here is one activity. The name of the activity is a tongue for tasting. As usual, you can see there are children gathered in a garden. Just take an example. Okay, they are gathered in a garden along with their Monica Tai. Can you see a lady over there? Her name is Monica Tai. Now Monica Tai said, "Shall I tell you something funny about a tongue?" About a tongue. Shall I tell you something funny? She's saying that. Okay, Monica Tai. Then all came closer to all the children came closer to her. She said, "I will tell you okay, something. I will tell you something about the tongue." Then Mary, come here, she said, for a girl, this girl with the yellow, her name is Mary, for example. Mary, come here. And she gave Mary an amla. Can you see an amla? Yes. She gave, then Mary ate the amla. Okay. Then she gave her water. Okay. To drink. She drank the water. Okay. Now after that she asked, how was the water? She asked Mary, how was the taste of the water? What did she say? She said, wow. Look at the third picture. She said, wow, the water is very sweet. Why? Because she ate amla first and then she had water. So the water tasted sweet. Then Mary said to Monica Tai, really, I never knew this magic, she said. Okay. Then another boy, that is Balu. What says is that we learned last year that our tongue helps us to taste things. But how does only one tongue tells us all the different tastes? So this boy says we have only one tongue. But how does our tongue tells us different taste? Then he asked, okay? He was asking. Then Subhash, another boy, he said, do you want a different tongue for every taste? He said. That's like a joke he cracked. He said, so do you want a different tongue for every taste? You have only one tongue, right? Do you have different tongue? No. That made everyone laugh. They all started laughing. All the children started laughing. Monica Tai said, Balu, we have only two eyes, right? We have only two eyes, isn't it? And how many colors do we see with them? Right? We see all different colors with eyes. We have only two eyes, but we can see so many colors with our eyes. So one tongue can also tell us many different tastes. Then it became clear for Balu. Okay, this was an activity. Let's move forward. Students, we will study now about the tongue. Okay, you can see tongue of this boy, right? We will enlarge it, means we will make it a bit bigger. Can you see a tongue? The picture of a tongue? Okay. See, this is here. Here we can see some tiny peaks. Can you see some tiny dots on that? So these tiny peaks on our tongue, they are called as tiny peaks. Isn't it? They are called tiny peaks. Okay, now these tiny peaks are nothing but they are called as taste buds. Don't have this. If you don't have this, you'll not be able to recognize the taste. So they are called as taste buds. They help us to taste the food and they are called as taste buds. Now they help us to taste different kind of food. Now what is that? We will see. The food is sweet, the food is sour, or it is salty, or it is bitter. Okay, so all these taste, how do you recognize with your tongue? Okay, let's move forward. Now, next is let us know the different taste. So, here we can see different things and we will see the different taste. We see first bitter gourd, then amla, candies, tamarind, lemon, and jaggery. So the first picture is of a bitter gourd. The taste of a bitter gourd will be how? Yes, it will be bitter. That's the second is amla. The taste of amla will be how? Sour, right. Then the third picture is about there are candies which most of you like. And how will be the taste? Everyone will know about this. That is, they are sweet. Then the next is tamarind and the taste of tamarind is sour. Then the next is lemons and how will the taste of lemons be? Yes, lemon is also sour. Then the last one is jaggery and how does jaggery taste? Yes, it is sweet in taste. Okay, let's move forward. That's your homework. The first question is the tiny peaks on your tongue are called dash. The next one is which food ingredients contains sour elements. And the last one is draw pictures of those fruits that we eat along with their skin. That's all for now. Your chapter ends over here. We will learn the next chapter in the next video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.